Hi everyone, it's me, Madison, again this week with another fun DIY. We are in the week of Valentine's Day, so of course I'm surrounded by pink and red and bows and hearts, because what else would be perfect for that? Again, we are in our series where we are doing things from our menu. Last week, we did the Enchanted. This week, we are doing the Love. The Love is like the Enchanted, but it's more red and pink, and it looks really juicy. So I'm excited to get this one to you guys this week. All right, so let's go through the flowers. All right, so first we're going to go through our roses. We are using our classic red rose, also known as the Freedom Red Rose. The Freedom Red Rose is a very tight, medium petal count flower. It's very beautiful, very deep red, and it's just like your classic red Valentine's Day red rose. Yeah, so that's what these look like, and you should have two. Next, we have our Pink Floyd roses. Pink Floyds are a really pretty hot pink. You'll see these in person and I'm like, whoa, it's so juicy. This is what makes this so juicy. These roses right here. They open up very big and they're very fluffy and round, and they're one of my favorite hot pink roses to use. So you should have one of those. Now for our carnations, we are using some hot pink carnations. Again, they're just like a very bright, deep, saturated color. And you should have three of those. And of course, we're going to fluff them out and make them look really pretty and big. So you should have three of those. We have some tulips. I have pink tulips, but you guys should be getting pink or red because it's Valentine's Day. So you'll be getting those Valentine's Day colors. So you should have three of those. You should also have two spray roses. So you should have two red spray roses. They're just like the Freedom Roses, like a very deep red color. So excited to use these. And you should have two burgundy snapdragons. So you're going to be using these as well. These are very fluffy. We got some good ones in this week, and I'm very excited to use them. And then for our greens, we have Salal and Gunny. Some of you might get Sonera, but I don't have any more Sonera at the shop. So it's very similar. It's like another type of eucalyptus, but instead I'm going to be using this really pretty Gunny eucalyptus. And then, of course, since we're doing things from the menu, I thought I'd be classic and just use our Flowers for Dreams jar. Perfect. Got the logo. It's perfect. All right, so let's get started. So like the usual, we're going to break down our greens first. So I'm going to start with my Salal. Since this is on our menu, we're going to make it very, classic Flowers for Dreams bouquet. So I'm going to cut this down, size it up to my jar, and then just start building our mechanics. Again, don't be afraid to break down your Salal as usual. Salal comes in these, as you guys know, because you've seen so many of these videos, Salal comes in these like really weird formations where there'll be like 2 or 3 stems on one main stem. So don't waste it and just plop this in here. Really break them down and use all of them. So I would probably cut this in half like that, and then cut that one a little shorter. And then now I have 2 pieces. And since these pieces are really far apart, sometimes what I do is I twist them together like this, just to like make it easier to work. Remember, no leaves should be below your vase line. So make sure you're taking off any leaves that are below the rim of your vase or whatever vase you are choosing to use today. Break that down. You have another piece that's pretty nice and full. Keep that one just a little taller so it fills up the middle. Make sure, again, as always, you're picking up your vase, looking at it from all angles to make sure that it's pretty. Perfect. So now we're going to break down our Gunny eucalyptus. So I have this one huge piece of Gunny eucalyptus, but this can be made into multiple pieces. So bam, I already have 2 pieces right here. I can make this a piece. Now I have 3. And then this is a piece. Now I have 4. Again, any leaves that are below your vase line, just strip those off. Rip them off real quick. And if you're using Sonera, which you guys will probably have, make sure that you are breaking it down just like Gunny eucalyptus. It kind of grows like baby blue eucalyptus. It's like towering, but it has that really light color like gunny eucalyptus. So you'll be able to break it down very similarly to this one. So, all right, I'm gonna put this in. Again, taking off all those leaves. We don't want any leaves in the water. Put that to the side. I'm gonna break this piece down a little further. Put a piece in the front so people can see. Gunny eucalyptus smells so good. I love it. It's like my favorite, one of my favorites. I feel like I say things are my favorite every week. I guess I just love flowers. All right. We're going to put that one right there. And perfect. Again, make sure you pick up your vase if you're tall like me, making sure that all the sides look full and equal. Again, we're going for a very not super uniform look, but usually our bouquets here at Flowers for Dreams are a little bit more uniform, especially like our main two bouquets, which is the Enchanted and Love. So we're just going to keep it round and full all around. All right, so next I'm going to go on with my roses. I'm going to start with my Freedoms. As you can see, some of the petals are a little womp womp. So I'm going to take those petals off. You just take them, hold it at the base, snap them right off. Boop, boop, and bam, you have the perfect red rose. If I want to spin it out a little bit, maybe just a little, just so we can get that fullness going, and then blow into it really hard. Just like that. If you want, you can reflex some of your leaves if you want that more like pretty look, that more like, what's a good word? Modern, architectural. Yeah. Look, just flip those inside out a little bit. But I kind of want to keep them a little bit more round and beautiful and classic looking. All right. Now remember, since we're using a taller vase with like a less open mouth, you're going to want to cut your stems a little shorter so you can get those angles that you want. Just make sure that you have enough water in your vase to reach, because since I cut it so short, now the stem is hitting the vase right here. So you're going to want to make sure that you have enough water in your vase so you can get the right angles. So I'm cutting this a little shorter just so I can stick it right there so it'll be a little more front facing. And now we're just going to do the same thing to our next rose. I'm going to keep this one a little taller though. See, that petal looks just rank. So we're going to take it off. Bam, and now you have the perfect rose. I'm going to spin it out just a little bit. Make sure there are no thorns on your stem, because you do not want to roll or twist out a rose and a thorn just rolls into your hand. It's not fun. So just make sure all of those are off. Then we put it in. Oops, see, I just rolled my hand into a thorn. It's a tiny one. I didn't even see it. All right, perfect. Let me cut it a little shorter to make this easier on myself. There we go. And, oh my God, this one twisted out horribly. Sometimes that happens. I'm changing my mind. I'm going to reflex this one. Some roses don't really twist out well. And I think I'm starting to learn that Freedom roses are one of them. They're definitely one of them. See, look at that. Oh, that's so upsetting. But that's okay. We're going to fix it by reflexing it instead. Because floristry is all about dealing with what you have and, fixing your little mistakes. And this Freedom rose did not want to twist out. So we're just going to reflex it. Pretty. Bam. Now we got this look going. Period. I'll cut it a little taller because I want this one to be a little bit more at the top. And just so it matches, I'll reflex this one a little bit too, just so we have some consistency in our bouquet. Bam. Sometimes I'm really not a fan of red roses, but then I use them and I'm like, maybe I do really like them. I guess it's about how you use them, not really the flower themselves. That was poetry. All right, next we're going in with our Pink Floyd. Again, some of those Pink Floyds open up really fast and they're really huge. So some of those outward petals are going to look a little weird. So just make sure you take those off. I'm going to cut this one a little bit and put it right there. Make sure I'm looking at my vase to make sure it doesn't look crazy. Readjusting as I go. And bam. Perfect. Next, I'm going to go in with my carnations. So just like we do with all of our carnations, what I do is I peel back the sepals, those little like green leaves that hold, that protect the petals in flowers. I'm just peeling them back a little bit, and then I roll it in between my thumb and my pointer finger, and then I fluff it out, and then bam, your carnation looks huge. It went from looking like this to this. So we're going to cut it like that. No leaves in the water. I almost just put leaves in the water, guys. Not following my own rules. There we go. That right there. And then we're just going to do that to all of them. So twist them, peel back those sepals. And carnations, it feels like they last forever. So this isn't going to take off much life of the carnation. So don't worry about, if I'm messing with my flowers too much, they might not last as long because I've done the job for it and I want it to open on its own. Don't worry too much. Just peel them back, open them, and they'll still last a while. Beautiful. Oh my God, this one's so pretty too because you can see the white in the center. It's almost like an ombre. And then we're going to do that to our last one. Peel that back, fluff it out. I'm going to take out some of the center on this one just so we can see a little bit more of the white in it. So pretty. Put that one right there. Again, lift up your vase, make sure you're looking at it, seeing how it looks as you go. And next we're going to move on to our snapdragons. So again, so you don't break your snapdragon like I do 1,000 times here at the shop. Don't tell my boss. You're going to hold it at the very base of the flower and you're going to drag your finger all the way down like that. And then boom, that takes off all the leaves of your snapdragon. But just make sure you're holding it at the base or you will break the stem. They're a little fragile, like me. All right, cut our stems on an angle. And I'm going to follow the gesture of my bouquet I got going on. So I'm going to put that one right here, lift it up, make sure that looks nice, looks beautiful. And then I'm going to put another one. Again, hold at the base of the flowers, pinch, and slide down. Slide down. And that gets them all off. Period. Bam, bam, bam. All right. And lastly, we're going to do with our last couple touches, which are our spray roses, our red spray roses, and our tulips. So with your spray roses, they can look a little messy if you don't go in and take off all those little individual leaves. Those little individual leaves at the top are also some of the first ones that come out as your like bouquet ages. So they're going to fall off anyways and get in your water. So to keep your bouquet looking neat and not messy, and then also just to get rid of the idea of it getting in your water and making your flowers all stinky and die, just take them off. It's a little tedious, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And to open these up a little bit, I'm just going to blow into them. These roses are super tight, so they'll open up a little bit more on their own, but I still just want to get that full color out of them. So we're going to cut that one a little shorter. Look at our vase, see where it needs it. And I'm going to put that right there. I might have to cut it a little bit shorter to get the angle I want to. So I'm going to cut it a little shorter. And then I'm going to stick it right here at the edge. Again, just make sure that you're filling your vase to the point of its shortest stem so that all of the stems can get water because you don't want your flowers dying on you. It's not a fun thing. All right, and then I'm going to twist this around, see what other spot really needs something. I'm going to cut this a little shorter so there's no like super naked spots. Just a little. See, that looks better right there. And I think I'm going to put this one right here, just like I did on the other side. Again, these are really tight, so I'm just going to blow into them. And then I'm going to put this one right here. And then I'm going to take these tulips right here and I'm going to peel off any of like extra leaves that are going on. These, one, they die first and they get really slimy in the water, so you don't really want a lot on them. But like one little leaf sticking up, it's cool. You just don't want a lot because they usually fall into the water and get super slimy and icky. So I'm gonna cut this one right here, and I'm gonna put it right here. We have 3 of these, so use them wisely. This one is looking a little floppy, so I'm just gonna take it off right now. As y'all know, as I say every week, I really like putting like certain things next to each other. So I'm just gonna do like a little triple thing of my tulips next to each other. Peel that one off, that's looking a little weird. Keep that one a little taller. All right, so now I'm gonna lift and then do my last touches. I see right here I have a naked spot, but that's mostly because I have a lot of greenery and this greenery is not looking the best, so I'm just gonna clip it back and readjust some of my stems just to make sure it looks pretty. Again, you don't need a lot of greenery. If you feel like there's too much, you can just snip it back. Lift up your vase, look at it from all angles. Pull things out so they can be seen. If you need to cut something a little shorter, do not be shy. Clip it, get rid of it. Pull things out. And bam, you have your love bouquet. Again, the love bouquet is absolutely beautiful because it has all these really bright, saturated colors with this like really hot pink, but then it really goes well with this really deep, beautiful like crimson red. And then to bring it all together, so there's like an in-between that joins together our reds and our pinks, we have this beautiful burgundy purplish color. So again, it's always been good. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's DIY. Thanks for watching along. I love seeing your bouquets that you guys make every week. So make sure you're sending those pictures to us on the Instagram or the link below. And I'll see you guys next time. All right? Bye. That was very fun. Hey.